Hello, I'm going to talk to you about inspiration and motivation in my photography work. For there are some times in my photography work that I'm not productive at all, but I start accepting that and I'm waiting patiently until my inspiration is back. So I wanted to explore what motivates me to keep doing what I'm doing or what stops me from time to time. For years, I was motivated by two things. The first one was like I was doing a bachelor for fun in photography, part time, remotely, and I had to do different projects on that. So I was motivated to learn new things and try new things and read about photography. Since that stopped, I was mainly motivated by posting my work online, in social media, and but this has an effect that I was affected by what other people think, and so I was judging my photos if based on the likes or not likes, and I was never had a big following or a big engagement, so you can understand that was not so motivated, especially when you see other people getting much more likes than you. But since I stopped posting online, I noticed that I'm taking more photos I like. I'm doing it for myself, and I'm just snapping what I like to snap. And since I stopped wasting my time in social media, or actually reduce wasting my time in social media, I I spend more time in books, reading books, watching podcasts. Sorry, watching videos and listening to podcasts. And I also noticed that I'm more present when I'm doing these activities or when I'm walking around. And in one of after the big gap of inspiration I told you before, I have gone for a walk, and although I'm walking a lot, there are days that I'm taking no photos. And in this walk, I took around 12 photos that I like, and I will share some. This goes like with Fuji film X100F, and as you can see in these photos, what I like taking photos of is more objects left behind and things that most of people will ignore. Maybe I'll speak more about that in the future about my what I'm choosing to photograph. Uh, so one thought that came in my mind is, do I need to take a new to buy a new camera to be motivated, or do I need to try some new things? When I was looking for this question, if the new camera would motivated me, somebody read somewhere, instead of buying a new camera, buy books, and I think it has a point because it can be much more motivating to look to other people's works than having a new camera. The new camera can be encouraging initially, but what I find quite encouraging is try new things. And for me, the most experimental part on that is when I try alternative processes like cyanotypes or salt prints or cathanol and printing with cathanol and all these things. And I'm quite motivated until I make things work. I'm not so good yet to keeping this, and once I achieve it, just make it part of my photography process. So if I go back to what really motivated me at the time is watching other people work and see the passion on them and remind me that I have a passion for something. And again, this changes the way you're thinking and the way you're looking around it. It helps the creative juice to flow. Another thing that I noticed that it is quite motivating for me to keep working is to keep things simple. From a camera, have a small camera. I like it more a simple camera that I can set the way I want. I tend to use like uh, one camera with one lens, a standard lens, and keep keep in black and white because again sometimes colors is a distraction. And then after that, keep the post processes simple as possible. I'm shooting raw, most of the times I'm shooting in raw, is like convert it to black and white and then just make some corrections in the lighting. Nothing, not I'm not good in retouching, so not spending hours in each image. Just spend as less time as possible. And again, sharing, the way I share it has to be simple. But again, as I share less, I might adapt also on that one. Another thing that I noticed is quite motivating for me is printing my work and printing my photos and look at them. It's something we tend to forget, and it's a really important part of the photography process. So if another thing I think it's important is to reflect on our work, and writing a blog post or making a video like this one can help me to reflect my work and look back on it and motivates me, or looking to our work. And again, because now it is like stored in digital files, we don't go back and look at them as if it was printed. So if I make a summary on what inspires me and motivated, is like 5 main points. Look at the work of other photographers in any form, keep things simple, print my photos, reflect on what I'm doing, and try new things. And I think maybe one of the most important things for me is this one. Thank you again. Speak soon. Bye.